So we want to dig more into that top story today. Luigi Mangione pleaded guilty to 2 federal stalking charges in connection with the killing of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. This was in December of 2024.
Criminal defense attorney Joe Tamburino is with us today. Thanks for being here.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
So let's start with what happened today. Talk about this plea, walk us through it, and explain what it means going forward.
Well, here's what it means. What Mr. Mangione did today is basically a straight plea. He went to the judge and said, I plead guilty to the charges. And probably the only reason he did that, or only a couple of reasons, is number one, he's hoping for a sentence other than life. He and his attorneys want to try to make sure that at least he could walk out of prison alive rather than in a box, so to say. And the second thing he's trying to do is affect the state case, the New York state case, which is coming up next month. So that's, in my opinion, that's what he's trying to do. See if he can get less than a life sentence and also affect the state case.
Yeah, let's dig more into the state case. So if it works and this is successful, I guess in their eyes, how could it impact the state case?
Well, two things. One thing is the defense is going to bring up all these motions for double jeopardy now. So that means likely there's going to be a continuance of the trial. I don't think there's much time from now till his state trial date to litigate all these motions. Second, he's hoping for double jeopardy to attach, meaning that the state's not going to be able to prosecute him. But I don't think he's going to prevail on that because New York state law, even though it has a very protective double jeopardy law, there are exceptions. And one of the exceptions is when you have different crimes, different elements, and that's the case here.
Based on what you've seen, what do we know about the federal case against him? Are all of these options that his attorneys are taking related to the fact that the feds have a great case?
Yes, that's what they're doing. Because as a defense attorney, you have to protect the interests of your client and try to get him the best situation possible. As we know, looking back in time, first they started with a general not guilty plea, which basically says you got to prove that it was me. Perhaps I didn't do it. Then they went to a mental illness defense. That didn't work. And so now they've likely decided, and we don't know because they haven't mentioned this, but likely they decided this is their only option. It's basically the end of the road.
Yeah. And we know Mangione will be back in court for sentencing in December. What can people expect to see there, do you think?
Well, that's when the judge is going to give the sentence. And, you know, he could get anywhere from 25 years to life. My opinion is that he's likely going to get life. And the reason for that is this is a different situation than if someone, so to say, just went up to someone on the street and killed them. This is a situation where you have a lot of planning. I mean, Mr. Mangione made the gun. He manufactured it. He went across state lines. He planned this. He stalked the person. He admitted to stalking. So you have a lot of planning, and I just don't see a judge saying, with all that planning, I'm going to give you 30 or 35 years. I think it's going to be a life sentence.
Yeah, no shortage of attention on this case, and we appreciate you coming in, Joe.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you.
Thank you.